Yeah, man, you tune into the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast with your brother, Oh God, and Sam Matt. Now, I was sitting here earlier and I seen an article that came across my screen, Sam Matt, about Kodak Black. Now, 2 days ago, he was just sentenced to 46 months in federal prison for federal firearms charges. Now, according to the Miami Herald, Sam Matt, Miami-Dade State Attorney's Office hit Kodak Black with 2 more felony counts of possession of firearm by a convicted felon. Now, the prosecutors are calling Kodak an habitual offender, and because of that, he faces 30 years, get this, on each count. Now, it's unknown whether the sentence will run concurrently or consecutively, whether he'll be able to, if he's convicted, serve those 2 sentences together or have to serve them in different facilities and split them up. Most likely to be concurrent. But again, a lot of people, when we took the video out, we talked about it the other day. A lot of people said, "Well, that's light what he got with that charge." And I was like, "Nah, he got more cases." And now a couple of days later, hit with a couple more cases here, charges, 30 years on each. What do you think about this, Sam, man? Is Kodak coming home within the next 10 years?
I don't know, because this ain't even the sexual assault case.
Another one.
That's not even that one yet.
Right.
So he has 3 pending cases that he has to get cleared of, all of them. The chances of that happening are not good.
Right.
1 out of 3 is at best. You know what I mean? Hopefully that could happen, but who knows? Kodak Black is looking like he's going to do way more than 3.5 years. I thought that was when I read 46 months, I was like, whoa, he got off lucky. But then I was like, nah, hold on, pump your brakes. It's a lot more coming. We got to wait and see. And now they don't look like they're playing. That's 60 years sitting right there.
Yeah.
That he could potentially get. And you figure you get 3.5 and 3.5 off of that, then, and depending on what they're doing, if you're going to keep it concurrent or throw it on the end or what they're going to do, you have the mercy right now.
Yeah.
It couldn't feel good right now. Now, all that being said, even 10 years, who knows? I don't know. 3.5 and 10 are a long time. That's a big difference.
Yeah, unless he works it to somehow he can get all these things running concurrently. I doubt it, because they're separate, cases, and I think a lot of them even separate, locations. So it's just like it's not looking good. And if I was a gambling man, if I was betting, I would say at least for the next 7 to 10 years, you won't see this brother, out. It just don't look good for him. I mean, you just got convicted or something, you took a deal on it, but now you got another case. Now you may beat that case, the sexual assault case, but now you got these other, gun cases right now you got to deal with. Yeah. So it's just like, and they also go by your record of what you've been convicted of prior. He had the situation where he, the gun application thing, he broke the federal law there. So it's just not looking good for this young man. And again, I'm not saying that I want to see, him in prison for those different offenses as far as the gun charges, but he's going to be in there for a while. This is what it is. Ain't no way to get around it.
What we want and what we have to report are 2 totally different things. You know what I'm saying? We want a lot for these brothers and a lot for these sisters and a lot for these people, but what's real is a totally different game. And it looks like, not popular to us, that he's going to do some significant time behind bars, and we shall see what happens. He was on his Instagram dropping positive words, saying, keep me down while I'm locked down. I'll still be pushing shots. I'm paraphrasing right now. Right. Still be moving and doing things behind the scenes. And I don't know if he expected this or he's just keeping the faith and keeping happy, but this young man will be behind bars for a minute.
I wonder how obviously he'll still be able to make money from behind bars, but I don't know when that wave will run out. Like, can he still record? Some people do. Obviously, it's not to the same quality as being out on the street, but will he be able to continue to, generate the type of money? I doubt it. Being behind bars, he's going to take a big financial hit paying attorneys and things like that. He has to pay for his prison, commissary and things. So not to say he's going to be broke, but the more these cases start adding up, the more years they start tacking on, the more he's going to, be irrelevant in rap, period.
What his team needs to do is start making funny memes and little things and keeping his character and his image going and making that money while he can, because eventually it's going to dry up. That attention is going to dry up, because how are you getting out content? How are you staying fresh? You don't have enough body of work to sustain enough amount to tour in 10 years. Your wave might be over if you don't evolve. Who knows?
Right.
So, yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know if he has enough power in the game yet to sustain 10 years worth of nothing. He's going to have to figure something out.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
like we're all speculating. 10 years, who knows?
Who knows? He's facing 60.
Could be longer, could be shorter.
And then that's just on 2 cases. He has another case.
That's crazy.
Where he's probably facing 15, 20. So, man, oh man, Kodak, man, you went a little bit too far with some of the things that you did. But again, we'll be here to definitely report, when there's any new developments on this particular case or anything that goes down in hip hop. Speaking of another case that's going on in Philly, saying, man, they didn't have trial today. They'll take a day off, but they'll be back Monday with the defense with the closing arguments on ARAB's case. But his brother Leak Moss, man, I caught him on Instagram earlier, and he started going in talking about the lack of support, and he also was talking about, I'm not gonna play the full audio, a lot of people that he's seen ARAB help pay their rent and different things like that, help them out in bad times, aren't there. So I just want to play, some of what he said. Then I'm gonna get your opinion on this, Sam, man. Here's ARAB's brother Leak Moss speaking.
For the men, why is the support so light? Why is the support so light? I don't understand this. Everybody who knows the folks knows it's nothing but good, honorable people, and the support is light-skinned as shit down there. It's like nobody with a so-called name is coming down there supporting these guys. Yeah, there ain't no support for nobody because y'all ain't nerds. Yeah, help me figure this shit out, because if we was nut ass niggas, I feel like it'd be all type of support. It's like, where's these guys with these names that's in the music business, that know these guys that's in the music business? It's like, where are they at stepping up saying, no, that this guy's a rapper? I know this guy from being a rapper. I've been in the studio with him. I've been in the studio with him. Who? What are you talking about? Rock, where you at, Rock? Pull you right in. Yo, bro. Yo. Yeah, no. Y'all was just asking the people what's going on with the lack of support. Like these people told on somebody or something. These people ain't no rats. These people was honorable rappers. And I don't see no support. Yesterday I was down there. It was about 9 people in there. Y'all was there. And it's like everything.
So, I mean, that's the gist. He said a lot more. I'll definitely put the full audio up. Y'all can find that on YouTube eventually. It's about a good 20 minutes. But, yeah, I went down there. I forget what day, one of these days this week. But, and it definitely lightened up from the first time me and you went down last week. I mean, we could barely get in the door. As a matter of fact, we weren't able to get in twice, I think it was. So, a lot of support dwindled down. But he's calling out, where these rappers, and I can only, just guess who he could be talking about. Probably people that he's done, different songs with, features with. Maybe he could be talking about Birdman. I don't know. Not to say that any of these people are obligated, but you do. I get what he's saying, because you do want to see like them coming out and saying like, yeah, I know this dude, we did so-and-so together, like a character witness.
Yep.
And that all helps, with the jury, because what they're trying to do now is paint him as some kingpin, drug tyrant that was calling hits on people and selling crack through the community and poisoning the community. But other people obviously see him in a different way. And my thing about the court process, saying, man, regardless of, what they recovered and what they found and what they say they got on wiretap, just give each side the equal amount of time to present their story. You know what I'm saying? To put that case on the table, because you're dealing with people's lives. And what comes with that is, the support of the people, obviously. But I gotta defer to you on this. What do you think about, you know, the lack of support now with ARAD, man? What do you attribute that to?
I attribute it to people being fake to people the whole time. I mean, it's a sad situation. It's a sad reality, but he knows who his real people are. And I don't think League Moss was talking about the people that were there because it was cold as hell all of these days. People walking down there showing their support, the local people, the people who genuinely care.
Right.
It's not easy getting in there every day. We obviously know that.
Right.
I don't think he was talking about them. I think he was talking about the people who's out here using his name for clout and using his name for attention.
Right.
Using the mystique, doing this, doing that. Where's even something on social media to support? Where's this? Where's that? This brother looks behind him every time he's in the courtroom, looks in the eyes of each individual in there and really sees who cares and who support. He's fighting for his life. A defense team doing what they got to do, trying their best, game faces on, like you said, and a prosecution with little to none getting favored by the judge. We saw it firsthand.
Yeah.
Looking at the witnesses, not less the witnesses, excuse me, looking at the jury and just getting that feeling in your stomach that it don't look good. They don't relate to these brothers sitting on this defense at all.
Right.
It doesn't look good. Where's the support? Where's the support? He could be going away for the rest of his life. Where's the support?
Yeah.
It hurts. I'm looking at my brother sit back and it's hurting him. Where's the support?
Yeah.
And you could tell and understand why frustration will get boiled over walking in that courtroom every day, having to take off your stuff, walking through security, locking your phone up, sitting there for hours, dealing with the nonsense every single day, watching the fix firsthand go in.
Yeah.
And then knowing the people that was using his name for so many different things outside are no-show now. It's disheartening, man. I can understand why he's frustrated.
Yeah, definitely, man. And it's again, like I was telling you, he got two brothers that's wrapped up, you know, in this situation. And obviously there's another side to this because the picture, I'll see somebody and it's legitimate when people say, well, why you guys feel, you know, sorry for these guys? They were caught doing this and that.